gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. My giver, one tap. This is hell, there's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama gives me service, now happy meals, out 10 pills. Have to have rest, see the rest.
E aí, beleza?
Revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Black 58, right there. Watch the eye!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field. Check. Fresno.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Brandon Cooks, touchdown L.A. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, he completes it to Tate. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Garoppolo hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And they're going jet sweep. Here's Tate. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Hey, 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 hey. Check 43.
SOS. Black!
SOS.
Garoppolo now. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hatchet. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Coleman on first down, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkrisky Tart. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo over the middle to Kittle, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 14. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Cut! Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looks to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And some space here. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards.
A 57-yard gain. First down, Rams.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. That was short. Not even on target either, but it was short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Flair. Safety creeping. Mike spot.
On first down, gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, kill.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Check 24. Check 24. Pick the edge. Go.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's third down.
Right 20.
Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now gone. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
X3.
Now Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo again. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check a hot read.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He completes it to Tate. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 40 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, it's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Value one.
Right there. 54 Mike. Man, I got you.
Throwing on third. Gone. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 21. Here we go. Greystone, travel.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Well, look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
58 right there. Here we go, Jerry.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. And Tate's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back. Hey, come on.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the boot. No. Off.
6.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go.
You got double time. Out. 3 down. Out. Motion. 89. Watch 89.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for San Francisco, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.